Yay.
Hello.
Is it all good?
There's your audio. Yep, you're good.
All right.
You're on a delay.
I know we're on a delay. Okay. Hello, Sims 4 community. We have a bit of a stream today just to talk about the update and some of the cool things we just released, why we're talking about it today, and then what's planned for the future. So some quick introductions first. My name is Grant Rodiak. I am the senior producer. This is Jason Brooks, UX director. Say hi, Jason.
Hello.
Kim Hughes, UI designer, UI artist. What's your...
UI designer.
UI designer, great. Say hi, Kim.
Hi.
Antonio Romeo, associate producer. We also have Steve Lansing helping us out over here, and Kate Olmstead from the community team.
I can't wait.
Hey, hi.
Whatever.
Okay, so before we get going too much, I know that there was a lot of hype for this. We said, hey, we have an update coming up. Hey, we have a stream coming up. And everybody started assuming everything. One of the things we want to do is that we want to stream a lot more, like a lot more. And one of the things we recognize is that we pretty much only show up to talk about the new expansions. And so we want to stream a lot, whether it's for small updates, just playing the game, just sharing things with the community. And unfortunately, because we've only shown off expansions in the past, I know that there's a lot of hype and expectations for what this one would be, but one of these had to sort of break the ice. One of these had to sort of be the first one that is not a big expansion or a big announcement. So this is going to be more the norm. And the reality is we tend to have monthly updates, whether it's free clothing content, free objects, new features, new updates, and some of them are going to excite some parts of the community and some of them are going to excite other parts of the community. And this is something that we've been wanting to do for a while. And something I've said a lot on Twitter is that we plan to keep supporting The Sims 4 for 3+ years. I know I'm thinking about stuff for 3+ years out. And this is a bit of an indicator for that because we're doing some nice investments in what we're up to. So we updated the gallery, and this is the first of many updates. We have more planned for this calendar year. We can't talk about it yet, but this is just the first foundational step. So before we get into what we changed, we wanted to talk about like really what the gallery is, because we know that a ton of people use it, like millions of people, but there's a bunch who don't know what it is. So like at a high level, the gallery is where you could share Sims in the households, different rooms, and different buildings. There's no custom content or script mods. It's completely safe. While people can upload pictures that have custom content, you actually still have to go to another website to get it. So it's completely safe to download things from the gallery. You don't have to worry about hacks or mods. It is meant to be a safe, comfortable place to share. And with all that talking out of the way, I'm going to shut up and let Jason and Kim start talking about what some of the changes were. And Antonio's going to be driving for us. And the first one is just that we have badge notifications like you'd see on your iPhone.
Yeah, that is correct. So this is a feature that used to just surface in TNS for the most part. So now the things that trigger this, Kim, I think are if someone's following you, if they've commented on your profile, on an item you've made.
Yep, if they like something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So before that was kind of hidden in this area of the homepage called the feed that is still there, but we're planning on making some changes to that in the future, hopefully. Mm-hmm. So now this is the way, if you're a creator and you want to see what people are saying about things you've made, this is top of the screen, always visible in any mode you're in inside the game.
Yep. And you can turn it off if you want to in options, if you don't want to see something going up with all the numbers.
Yeah. Should we jump in?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Sure.
I'll scoot over, let people in. We're going to cram the stream full of Sim Gurus.
Okay, so the first thing you'll notice is we've completely changed all the tabs. So we have 4 tabs now, different names. Mm-hmm. We've changed community to gallery. If you look at the gallery tab now, we made a lot of changes here to try and help people have an easier way of using stuff. We've moved following to the top level, we've moved liking to the top level, and we've moved downloading to the top level as well. We just want it to be easier for people to find, follow and connect with other people that they like, the content they like to play with.
Yeah, we've also included some personalization, right? So now the names are more prominent, your actual name of the creator.
And your profile
as well
picture.
as the associated image next to it. Everywhere we can include that, we're doing that.
Oh, we've added hashtags.
That's right.
Yep.
We've added the trending hashtags to the top level.
So you can just click on them and it actually takes you straight there. So instead of typing them, you can just click on them.
Yeah, and
see.
every single thing that's been created has all their hashtags on the top level. So if you add hashtags to what you design, those will all be shown. And if you click on the hashtag, you'll search for all those hashtags. So if you're interested in finding homes, and you click on home on one of those pieces of content, you'll see all the homes, everything that's got the same hashtag. Also try liking some stuff from the top level too.
Yeah.
You no longer have to go inside and like it in there, and so you can just like whatever you want all the time.
I do a lot of liking.
Yeah, I do a lot of liking.
Yes, so before everything happened in the item detail page, the panel that pops up
Yeah.
after you click on one of those buttons. So now we're making it much more efficient. You can just do everything almost like you could on Instagram, just at that top level. Be able to like, follow, download.
I mean, one of my favorite things is this button.
Yeah.
I tend to browse the gallery, see a cool thing, and I have to click in, do a
Yeah,
couple clicks.
yeah.
Now I'm just like,
Yeah.
I like this, and then we're going to do that.
Yep.
We'll get back to that later, but it's super easy to just quickly download all this stuff. So you like, oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
we added
Freezer
a
bunny.
freezer bunny.
It's actually a pretty nice house.
So we've also put following to the top level, so you can follow creators really easily now. It used to be several levels down in people's profiles, and we found that annoying. So we wanted you to just be able to go and find the people whose content you love and just follow them immediately.
Yeah,
But
there was one thing I really liked. We were browsing the gallery earlier this morning, and we saw some really cool pet stuff. This is a really cool home. I like this. So if I like something, quickly just follow this creator. Done.
Yep. And if you open the item detail, you can see we've completely changed the layout of this so that you can properly comment on the side now. You can read everyone's comments and see them. I love commenting on stuff, so I'm really happy that that's bigger now. We've also added a freezer bunny picture behind, so if you've got no comments, it's more exciting because you've got a freezer bunny picture.
One funny thing about the comments update is a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago on Twitter, somebody asked me how to do a certain thing in the gallery, and because I play on the early dev builds, I took a
Yeah.
screenshot of it and I accidentally leaked it. And I had a lot of junior producers running over and being like, "Great, take it down." And so I leaked this weeks
Yeah.
ago for those of you who are savvy followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think before this amount of real estate for comments was like 5 lines.
It was
tall.
tiny. It
Now
was-
it's the entire link to the panel.
Yeah.
So you can actually engage with the creators, share tips, advice about different things, and have a much more active conversation.
Yeah, I love to comment on people's stuff, so it's nice to be able to actually see them and to be able to read the conversation too. So we will probably do some more work on it later, but that's just the first things we're trying to do to improve it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tomcat, you're asking what the gallery is. It's a place where players within the game can share Sims, houses, all sorts of stuff directly within the game, and you could download it directly. In fact, we made a pretty big change to how you can download houses. Does anybody want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why don't we do that?
I'll go ahead and leave gallery really quick.
Yeah.
So previously in live mode, you could not download houses due to some limitations, but we fixed those, and so now you can actually download and install houses from live mode, which is something people have been requesting forever, and it's a pretty big change.
Yep.
So we're glad to finally fix that. We knew it sucked.
Yeah, before it was super frustrating, right? So you get you find this house you love in gallery, you get all the way to place it into your lot, and it says that's not available in this mode, right? So now we've done some technical work to make this possible so that you can place something directly while you're in live mode.
One thing I want to comment. A lot of folks are asking about gallery, and that's a good question. What I would say is, as we sort of said at the top of this stream, we're actually planning on more updates for the gallery. Some big ones later this year. I can't talk about them yet. They're in progress. They're pretty cool, we think, and we have a lot more plans down the road for the gallery, like the years out. And one of the things is because we have to port those changes to the console, we want to make sure that we have the changes finished on the PC first so that we don't have to constantly go back and forth. So we plan, hoping to support the gallery on the console as well, tentative, but that's our intent. We want to make sure that we get things settled a little bit on the PC first so that we're not doing the work 3 or 4 times. So hold tight, please be patient. We understand that you guys want it, and we're going to try to do that.
Yeah, so within a couple seconds, I grabbed this really cool home, which would probably take someone like me. I don't even know if I could build something this awesome.
No, it would take
But
hours.
if, it would, take maybe days to build something like this, to plan it all out. And a couple minutes, I have this awesome home that I can just drop down, jump in, and start playing. So for me, I think one of the most powerful tools of Sims 4 is the gallery. Like, being able to share your creations with other players. I'm terrible at creating Sims in CAS.
I love going in there and finding all the creative Sims
Yeah.
that people have made.
One of the cool things we saw this morning was I didn't actually realize players did this, but people were creating base Sims. So I'm terrible at creating faces and stuff, but I do kind of like going in and dressing Sims up. So people create base Sims that actually have really nice, facial structures and everything. They took a lot of time to create them, and I can just drop them in and start accessorizing them. Put whatever hair I want, put various clothes. It makes playing around with Sims and homes very easy. I think it's great.
One more question I want to answer. So we know a lot of you who use the gallery really wish that you could upload your own pictures, your own thumbnails, and we know this.
Yep.
Winky face. That's all I can say right now about that. My Forrest Gump impression was garbage.
Let's see. What's another home we can drop down? This looks pretty cool.
Wow,
Let's
what's
see what
that?
this
It's
is.
like a
Ultimate
a
box
gym.
of fitness. Oh wow, they put an ice skating rink on top. That's
Oh,
really
wow.
cool. And then there's like a basketball court in there. I love the basketball court.
that one down there looked really cool. Modern House. One
Modern
really
House?
nice.
Which
Modern
one?
House 7.
Modern
down
House
there.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, let's check
I
this
love
out.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all the people who take the time to actually build landscaping around their homes. That's something I'm terrible at. I love building, but taking the time to
Yeah.
actually like decorate the landscaping and stuff, I'm really bad at. Yeah, let's drop this down. Let's see what it looks like.
While this is happening, one other thing that we know is a really hot button issue for the gallery is the sense of plagiarism and people republishing other people's creative works. We also know this is an issue. It's kind of a sticky one, but we have some ideas. We're actively pursuing how to improve this as well. So stay tuned. We know that this is an issue. We're working on it. So again, stay tuned. Like there's a lot to do with The Sims 4, whether it's with the gallery, it's with the UI, it's with the gameplay. Like there's always more stuff to do. So we know you guys want a lot of stuff, and we're trying to work on all of it.
Yeah, we have a great list that we're working through and stuff we're looking into actively.
Yeah.
That'll make the game better.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can just do it in the options.
You want to show them?
Yeah, I think go to options.
Okay.
Go to other.
So people are asking if you can turn off notifications
Yeah.
for the gallery. Well, Kim's going to walk us through
Go
that
to
right
go to other,
now. There.
and then online notifications. The second one down.
Online featured online notifications.
Yep. If you check that, they should turn off.
Bam.
Yeah.
Awesome. And yeah, that's how you turn off the online
yep.
notifications.
And we also did a few minor just visual changes just to update the way the other tabs looked. So we just improved the library and the profile.
Yeah, let's go.
But we
ahead
will
and
be doing more work to them later. It's just we just wanted to make it look a bit nicer as we went along.
Yeah,
So-
Kim actually has a pretty good profile. If we go to this, what was it?
Kimtendo 64.
Ten-
Oh, man.
So you guys can follow Kim's actual
Do you have
account.
comments on?
I don't have that many things on though.
Well,
I only have a few
she
things.
actually spent earlier this week following a bunch of stuff. So if we go into
If you go to my catalogue, which is if you click on my name on there, you can go directly to my profile.
yeah,
Look
that's
how
one of the
easy
new
it
features.
is.
That's
And then
great.
if you go to view catalogue,
Nice.
oh yeah, you can see these are some Sims I've uploaded. There's our engineer Simon.
He
saw this one together.
He helped
Download
us.
Simon with his raccoon.
Oh, he's got a raccoon, a little trash
Yeah.
panda.
But if you go to my favourites, you'll see I've saved on my favourites all these amazing builds that I found as I've been playing around the game for the last few years.
Whoa.
You see all the amazing stuff people have made. I think it's just stunning. Like I don't know how they
What?
do it. Like it's really good. So
Wow.
definitely take a look if you want to see some good stuff.
I kind of want to place this down. Let's
Yeah,
see
I
what
can't
that
imagine
looks
what's going
like.
to come out like. I haven't tried all of them.
Wow. Yeah, I love how easy it is to just plop in different
I know. Let's see what
lots.
happens.
We'll see.
So folks are asking if we're showing something else. Today, if you go read the patch notes, which I linked in the chat a while ago, and I'm sure they're buried under thousands of
Oh
chats.
wow.
Today's update, we fixed some bugs. We had some quality of life improvements, but we also did this gallery update. And today we're just talking about the gallery. We have more
beautiful.
stuff planned for August. We have more stuff planned after that. So stay tuned. Some months will be something some of you are really excited about. Some months will be some things that others are really excited about. It's a really huge community. And so we have more stuff planned for this year. Don't worry. We have a
made
lot of cool
that?
stuff coming out.
An
Let's
amazing
see.
job.
Yeah. Let's see who
That was
made
on
this.
mine, wasn't it? Go back to mine.
Somebody is asking what I mean by quality of life. So there are times where we have bugs, which are issues that are not working the way we intend. Quality of life is where we change tuning or
Maybe
how
it's
something
following me.
works. So it's not necessarily a fix per se, but we're making the game better
Yeah.
based on some of the
Click on my
requests. So
name.
for example, we made it so that you can carry
Follow
the
me.
easel in your
So
inventory
is it-
now, which means you can go out and about
Maybe
and
my
paint in the
favorite.
world. That's
Maybe
what I
my
would
favorite.
consider a quality of life update.
Yeah, so the Tinkerbell Fairy Cottage. This
Find
was,
you.
Yeah, Find You.
Yeah.
Find
this is-
J-O-O.
And if you scroll down further,
Yeah, let's see what else we have.
I'll have like a lot of, probably got a lot of Sims and households.
Oh,
Some
yeah, these are
amazing,
really cool.
lovely Sims that people have made. An amazing elf sim.
That's a deer?
Oh yeah, someone's made a deer.
Whoa.
Which is like, so if you download that,
Oh, deer.
if you download
I think
that,
that deer might be a good boy.
I downloaded that and filled a
12
whole
out of
house.
10 would eat corn.
I filled my whole household with these, and I had like 7
Oh,
deer.
man.
It was great. So
Do you remember the stats for the gallery? Like
This
how many
is-
people use it?
yeah, if you go back to
It's
the front
something
page.
like it's like 500,000 uploads a month.
I just know the percentage of people that use
Okay,
it.
yeah, it's like
Which I don't know.
60% of monthly.
It's
Something.
more than that.
You would
It's like-
favorite something like this, Kim?
Yeah.
Well, someone did some really good It's really
Is
good.
that Antonio? Or
I mean, look at that. There's a striking resemblance. Hold on, let me get my leg here. Is that pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
I think he's great. I mean,
left your sandals in the car. That's fine. Yeah.
oh, because people are actually having a challenge there. So
Godly
if you take a look, there's a hashtag godly challenge. So
Yeah.
people have been running challenges in the gallery. You should try and take part if you're.
Let's see
in there.
if I click that. What happens? It didn't take me to anything. That's okay.
I'll change to most popular.
Oh, most popular.
Down, down.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. You
Whoa.
can see everyone's godly challenge.
Oh, this is really cool. That's great.
Yeah, Aphrodite. It's good. There's a lot of some fun stuff on there. There's a lot of other challenges as well. You just have to find them. And the
That's really cool.
hashtags.
Yeah, like Grant was saying, these are just very early steps we're taking to make this experience a lot better.
Yeah.
I like seeing how many
is
different
cool.
interpretations people have for how I look.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
How did they do that? The double. Oh, this is
Vampire.
the vampire. Yep. Oh, you had one that was really cool. Let's see. Let's go back to your name. Contender
What did I have?
64. You had one that I thought was really cool.
In my favorites.
Yeah, in your favorites. So if we go here, go back to favorites. There was the Beauty and the Beast one. That I
Oh
thought
yeah, that one's
was
really
one of my favorites. Yeah, this.
yeah.
So
You
this
had
was
that.
amazing.
The Lonnie Kims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this player actually created Beast as a vampire and made
Yeah.
his alternate form. You
Yeah.
know, the
At the end of
prince.
the movie when he turns into the prince. Oh, they made Belle as well. I didn't see
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah.
I love all this.
Oh wait, did they make it a vampire? So when he's a vampire,
Yeah.
he's the beast.
He's
oh, well,
yeah.
that's brilliant! Wow,
It's very smart use of vampires.
that's really good. Yeah, nice.
This is very cool.
Another small thing that makes a big impact, I think, with this gallery update is Kim revamped all the visuals of the gallery, so it feels much more like the game now.
Yeah.
Right? It's using a lot more of the UI elements of the game. It feels more consistent.
We just want
Hey,
to look
Morgan's in chat.
Fresh.
I
Hi,
like this.
Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one's really cool. I love these like little hanging gardens and
Yeah, I like that too. I love modern houses as well.
Mhm.
Really like. There's a lot of good modern houses.
let's drop this one. Let's take a browse.
So
I can
Kim-
spend hours just dropping homes
Yeah.
and like going in and exploring them and checking them out.
One thing I want to bring up, which some of you probably noticed this morning, the gallery was down a little bit, and something that we're
Yeah.
working on. You know, it's been live for 4 years, and with the rest of the game, we're trying to do some server maintenance. We're trying to improve the stability of the gallery, how well it performs, and so this morning it was down, which was really frustrating, and I was eating my hair, which is why it doesn't exist, in nervousness before we did the stream. But it's something that our engineers are actively working on to try to improve that. So just wanted to recognize that like it's been a little iffy lately. We're working on it. We recognize it, and like a lot of things, we're trying to make sure it's as good as possible.
Some people are asking if those are mods that you're seeing in the custom content stuff or in the thumbnails. They're actually not. They're modded
It's
custom
custom
thumbnails.
thumbnails in this modded custom thumbnails.
But
yeah.
when you download it, you will not actually be getting that custom content. We'll go ahead and replace it with some base game or existing assets that you may own from
Yeah.
various packs.
Well, you can see that in CAS actually. If you go out to CAS, you can download a sim and see what
Oh
happens.
yeah, let's do that.
So if you go out to CAS,
Let's go to Manage Worlds. I swear I was going crazy during development, and I thought we changed that little loading screen, and
we did.
Kim verified we added blue into that little
Yeah.
loading screen. Here, let's create a new household. So we'll jump into here.
Dana.
Create new household.
And if you, there's several ways of getting Sims from the gallery actually in your game. If you
bottom
go
right's
to the
one of my favorite
bottom,
ways.
yeah, the bottom right, you can randomize.
Go back.
You can randomize Sims from gallery if you click down there. The little
Oh,
dice.
yeah.
Yeah, you can just
from
randomize
gallery.
random weird Sims in from the gallery that people have made. And you can see
That dude is amazing.
I always
He is
forget.
amazing.
I forget
pretty
this
good.
feature exists.
You can
This
see
is a good
you
one.
can see who
Yeah.
made him if you click on the eye.
Yeah, this is super
So that was
powerful.
made by Lisa B2.
And you can just
Carlos
download and
Shaman.
favorite right
Yeah,
here.
you can favorite and download him.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
tool right here,
Save into your library.
I always forget it exists.
Yeah, I mean, I don't usually use it because I like to pick what
Mm-hmm.
Sims I'm going to use, but it is funny if you want to see some
Again,
interesting stuff.
I could spend hours here just
Oh.
randomizing these.
A big part of our initial philosophy behind the Sims 4 creative tools was making it easier to help people make cool stuff. Because a lot of times our tools are really advanced, really hard to get to. And the gallery is something that, like I don't really like designing Sims anymore. I've been making Sims for so long that I'm just over it. And I like having the gallery to find people that are interesting that other people can create.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that's really cool.
I mean, yeah. If you go and look at some of my stuff with the modded thumbnails, you'll see that when you
Yeah.
download it,
Let's download Beauty
it
and the Beast.
usually looks fine.
And the gallery randomization has actually been in there since just a couple months after launch. That was one of the first things we did after the game shipped. And I think it's just one of those things that a lot of people don't see it. In fact, randomize on the bottom left is one of my favorite features in the game because like I just hit that, and be like, yep. The little hand on the lips is so good.
All right, let's.
And then replace.
Yep, we're gonna download Beauty and the Beast. So that's clearly a custom screenshot with the shushing.
Yeah, it's a custom screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah. Items removed, so it tells us we've probably removed some custom content. We're
Yep.
gonna replace it. But yeah,
Oh, he came out pretty good
pretty
though.
close.
Yeah, I can
that's
tell the difference.
pretty good.
It's so good.
Bell. That's very good.
For folks who just joined, just want to sort of refresh. What we're doing today is it's a small update. It's nothing super crazy. We are trying to do a lot more streams. Couple a month actually, and this means that sometimes we're going to be showing off expansions, sometimes we're going to be showing off updates, sometimes we're just going to be playing the game with nothing to announce at all. And so I know a lot of you have been
You can
used
find
to
a
us
few
using
friends.
the updates and the streams to announce new things, and so that this might be a little disappointing, but we're hoping to sort of get into a pattern of we just want to talk about The Sims, the game that we love, the game that we've all been working on. And so sometimes, hopefully, we could show you guys some new and exciting things, and sometimes we're just going to show you little tweaks that we're working on. And again, we've said this a couple times now. This is a tiny gallery update. That's why we said don't get too hyped. But we have big things planned for the gallery, for the game, and there's a lot of stuff, both free and otherwise, that's going to be coming throughout this year. So just stay tuned. We have a lot of cool stuff for you guys.
Oh, that's got some modded content in it. You know it's got modded content because it's got the little flag on it.
Yeah, so this little gear or the wrench icon
Yeah.
means that there's actually modded content in
Yeah.
this. You can also click this checkbox over here on the left side. You can include or not include modded content.
So
Yeah.
I think the bald Sims are really brilliant, and I never have thought about that, but basically people have created just the shell, the face,
Yeah.
but this means you can apply whatever hair and clothing you want, and it won't strip out the other content potentially. I think it's really smart.
Yeah, and I'm terrible at creating Sims, so
Well, it also makes me wonder, watching how people use the gallery. This is how we, it might change how we ultimately design it or what we do if we almost make a sim that's just a face or just something else, because then we might make a custom screen or something just to show the face if that's ultimately what you're selling as a part of the gallery update.
So here, this is Lil Simsy. She created
Oh,
this
yeah.
family. She has some modded content in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and place the household. I'll replace them. Applying this, it'll replace my current household, which is Beauty and the Beast. And you can see nothing bad happened. It may have removed some content that was modded, but you can just go in here and quickly, put something. We'll put her in a robe. But yeah, so you can get the base Sims. I'm sure there might be some modded t-shirts or clothing, but you won't actually get that content. You can quickly replace it with whatever you
You
have.
can turn off modded if you don't want modded stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's, I think, by default turned off.
Yes, by default it's turned
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're following your favorite Sims influencer and they post some content, they typically will link to where their custom content is. You can download that custom content from outside and then download their creations in the gallery, and it should just all work together nicely. Is there anything else you wanted to just keep? Oh, this tiger.
Oh, wow.
Let's download Tiger. We're gonna replace a tiger.
You can even merge a tiger into their household.
Yeah, that's
wow.
really good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so this probably took someone 3 or 4 hours to make.
I mean, you could make a pretty good kind of like wildlife park
Mm-hmm.
with a deer.
Yep. Deer, a tiger, deer eating a tiger. No,
Well-
there's no deer eating tigers.
I wonder what if that person's made any other stuff like
Oh,
that
yeah.
as well.
Oh, no, I lost it. Let's see. You need to tell me these things. Oh, this is really cool. That's a
Oh, they made a
wolf.
wolf. But if you click on their name,
Yeah, so let's click them.
wow,
Let's see what else they made.
nice job. It's a baby.
It's a baby deer. That's cute. And it's a baby family of things.
Oh wow, yeah.
Uh,
If you look at their
really
catalogue,
cool.
and then maybe they have more.
Yeah, let's go into the catalog.
Did we have anything that we missed in far as the updates or anything you want to show?
Fox.
No, I like the fact that we're touching a feature that there's lots of engagement already. Lots of players
Oh.
use this feature. We're
It's
making it
incredibly
better.
popular.
We're focused on the creators. We have a plan more than just this update to continually do more for that community and help kind of craft this with you guys as we keep building stuff.
So I thought we were going to kick it off now to Kate. We're going to take our leave. She wanted to address them a little bit, and that's it. So again, not a massive thing today. Just a little bit of an update for the gallery, and thank you guys for checking in. Here's Kate to say a few quick things. Come on, Kate.
Put this in, though. It's gorgeous.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Please help me.
Please help. All right. Hey, guys. So as I promised, I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of how we're going to be communicating moving forward, especially here on Twitch. As Grant kind of mentioned, we're going to be using Twitch a lot more. And I know kind of over the last month or so, especially since we announced that we're not going to be doing quarterly teasers anymore, people have been wondering, what are we going to be doing? So we're going to be working on some really cool things. We're going to be looking at doing bi-weekly streams here on our Twitch with our awesome sim gurus, where we're actually just going to be popping in and playing the game and chilling out with you guys for a couple hours every 2 weeks. This is just going to be something fun that we can do where you can get to know our gurus a little bit better, and you can watch us enjoy the game like you guys are enjoying the game. We're also going to be starting something called Maxis Monthly, where we're going to be doing a 1-hour show every single month, probably around the end of the month, where we're going to do a recap of all of the awesome things that happened in The Sims over the last month, showcase some awesome player-created content, both in the gallery and in the community as a whole, and talk about what might be coming up in the next month. So we're hoping to kick all of this off starting in September. We might start a little bit of it here in August, but definitely look for these things to be coming in September, and we'll be sharing a big schedule with you guys so that you can bookmark your calendar and make sure you can tune in for the streams that you want to do so. So again, thanks for joining us for the live stream today. I know, it was a little different than how we've done in the past, but we're really trying to just engage with you guys a lot more about all things in The Sims, not just, big pack releases, but fun little updates that we have. And as Grant said, there's more of them coming. And don't worry, there is going to be more paid content in the future as well. We're not going anywhere, and we've got a long future ahead of us. So have a great day, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.
Bye.